Revelation chapter 13, verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. I want to give all praises, honors, and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Double honors to my apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect. The hopeful elect and 1/3. Shalom. This is Brother Dawada from the GMS Detroit Camp, coming at you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh. Today, this will be another in transit. All right. And the title of this video will be 42 months. What does it mean? And Lord's will, this video be edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right. So 42 months. What is it talking about? What does it mean? All right. Because when you read the verse, it says power, which by the way, this is another in transit. It says power was given unto him to continue 42 months. What's that talking about? What's that referring to? So that 42 months is referring to 350 years. If you take 42 and divide it by 12, you get 3.5, which represents the 350-year period over which Esau basically dominated the nation of Israel. All right, 42 months. All right, 350 years, going all the way back from about 1619, 1620 to 1969, 1970. That's that 350-year period. Okay, over to which Esau had basically full reign over the tribes. You know, slaughtering Gad and subjugating Gad. What he did over there, you know, and on the west coast of Africa, taking Jake, you know, and bringing him into captivity, you know, and forcing him to work under him, you know, for free. Then, you know, even after slavery, Esau was still oppressing and lynching Jake, so on and so forth. All right, but when you have the reason why 1969/1970 is so important in terms of biblical prophecies, because why? Well, the scripture says in Obadiah, when he's about to set his nest, or when he sets his nest, rather, Slakia. Scripture says there's one that slippeth with his tongue, but not with his mind. Scripture says when he's about, Slakia. Wow, Satan. Let's see. When he shall set his nest amongst the stars, then will I bring thee down. It tells us that in Obadiah. So when Esau started sending stuff up there, I believe it was the Apollo 13, if I'm not mistaken. From that point onward, Esau has been going down slowly but surely. All right. So that's why 1969/70 is so important. All right. That's one reason why. And on the other hand, another reason why that year is so important is because that's when Elder Abba Bivens was on the scene, teaching, right, both out of the Old and New Testament, all right, telling Jake that they're the Israelites. See, pursuant to Malachi, the 4th chapter and the 3rd verse. I believe it's the 3rd or it's the 5th verse. I believe it's verse 5. You know, so that's when Elder Abba Bivens was on the scene, and also that's when Esau started sending stuff up there within the heavens, you know. So that's that 350-year period. From 1969, from 1619/1620 all the way till 1969/1970. That's that 350-year period. Okay. And things like this is important to know, because you can have someone that comes up and say, hey, well, what's that verse talking about? What does a 42 months mean? You know, you got to know how to break it down. When I say you, I of course mean we. You know, scriptures say, the righteous studieth to answer. Scriptures also say, be ready to give an answer when someone asks you concerning the means of salvation, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. So we always have to be at the ready. All right, whenever someone has a question, you know, concerning the scriptures, we have to have the answer. How do you have the answer? Or how would you have the answer if you don't study? That's why the scripture says, study to show thyself approved, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So we have to study, but we also have to rightly divide the word of truth. Meaning what? Meaning we're supposed to be on point when we teach this word. Because when you look up that word rightly, that word there in the Greek is orthotomeo. All right, I believe that's how you say it in the Greek, orthotomeo. All right, I believe that's the Greek word, if I'm not mistaken. And when you look it up, it means to teach directly and correctly. All right, to teach directly and correctly. So we have to be direct, meaning not using a whole bunch of words to hit a point, and also to make it as simple as possible for someone to get it, and then also correctly, because the correct understanding or interpretation of the scripture has to be given. You see, that's important, to teach directly and correctly. Okay, so that's why it's so important to know these breakdowns. Scriptures say, once again, the righteous studieth to answer. Scriptures also say, wisdom cometh by opportunity of leisure. Meaning what? In your downtime, that's when you're supposed to get down with this word. All right? Once again, in your downtime, when you have free time, that's the time you're supposed to use in order to study. And when I say you, I especially mean me too. Because, hey, I can do more studying also. I need to do more studying also. It ain't no level you can be on where you can say, I don't need to study anymore. There's always something new to learn. Scriptures call this rivers of living water. And the apostles did a video featuring the breakdown of Revelation. Basically, the whole book. They did a breakdown on the whole entire book of Revelation. It should still be on YouTube, right? That's how you get the deep understanding of these different breakdowns. In case someone comes up and asks you about it, I can't. So with that, just want to do a quick hit. All praises, honors, and glories be unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim HaKadosh. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. They're doing even well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the members of the elect, the elect in the 1/3. With that being said, Shalom. Barak Akim, and if you're that listen, Shalom.